Hi, welcome to Zydoxa, and today we're looking at the world's deadliest natural disaster in the last 100 years. This disaster is the 1931 China floods, also known as the 1931 Yangtze River floods. The 1931 China floods occurred between June 1931 and August 1931, hitting major cities such as Wuhan, Nanjing and beyond, and resulted in over 4 million deaths. In the 3 years leading up to the floods, from 1928 to 1931, China was affected by a long drought, and the winter of 1930 to 31 was a very harsh winter, with large amounts of snow and ice in the mountainous regions. In early 1931, melting snow and ice flowed downstream and arrived in the Yangtze River during a period of heavy rain. By June, those living in the low areas along the Yangtze were forced to abandon their homes. In July of that year alone, 9 cyclones hit the region, which was way above the 2 cyclones a year. As a result of all these accumulating factors, the Yangtze River reached its highest levels since records began. In fact, the floods affected around 69,000 square miles, which is the equivalent in size to the whole of England and half of Scotland, or the states of New York, New Jersey and Connecticut combined. The high water mark recorded on the 19th of August 1931 in Wuhan showed water levels 53 foot above the average. The flood destroyed huge areas of farmland and housing throughout the entire Yangtze Valley, with 15% of all wheat and rice crops destroyed. With no food, people were reduced to eating tree bark, weeds and soil. Some sold their children to survive, while others resorted to cannibalism. With little food and the breakdown of sanitation, diseases swept through the population. Some of these diseases were cholera, measles, malaria and dysentery. Survivors of the flood at the time reported hearing a large roaring sound, then a sudden great wall of water, which must have been terrifying. Now, with the Yangtze River being the longest river in Asia and one of the world's major waterways, you would think the Chinese government would put up measures in place to stop the flooding. However, there have been at least 6 major floods, including this one, that have taken place along the Yangtze. These floods happened in 1870, 1931, 1954, 1998, 2010 and 2020. And although they built the Three Gorges Dam to alleviate flooding, thousands of lives are still being lost in that region due to flooding. Knowing the history of that region, I personally wouldn't live there. I would definitely find high ground to live. Did you know this was the world's deadliest natural disaster? Let me know in the comments of other deadly disasters you know about. And if you like this sort of content, please consider supporting the channel by liking and subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me in the next video. Bye for now.